Hey guys, we're going to talk about the pursuit of mastery theme. And what you're going to see on this slide is some things that kind of point in that direction. All right, first of all, this is the primordial beast that is inside Buck. This is his inner wolf right here. That's kind of symbolic of that. So, this whole pursuit of mastery thing is basically about how being in the Klondike kind of awakens within Buck this inner wolf that's inside of him. And he is either going to be mastered or he is going to master by overthrowing people who are in his way. And this is the dog that really is in his way throughout his journey. This is Spitz. So he overthrows Spitz and becomes the lead dog on Francois and Perrault's team. Buck believes that his aim is to dominate things, and he actually achieves that. All right. So Buck's pursuit as a master is also a learning process. So it's not just using violence and kind of strength to overthrow what's going on. Buck actually uses his mind. He uses his brain by listening to some of the things that the other wolves are telling him. So one thing that is communicated to him is the way to survive is really to just burrow under the snow and make yourself safe from the elements that are around you. So this is a survival skill that he uses to master his situation. All right, he gets instruction and he learns how to understand what the dogs are telling him, what they're communicating to him about survival. He also learns a very important lesson from the man in the red sweater, which is you gotta roll over a little bit when somebody's trying to beat you with a club. So this is a way for him to survive, is him to learn that sometimes humans will do some pretty violent things to you, and it's not the right thing to do is just to keep coming back at them. Sometimes you just have to lay down, you have to take it, you have to understand that club means something that's pretty serious, okay? The second aspect of this pursuit of mastery is really humans are involved in this whole process too. All right, humans have come to the Klondike for a purpose. They're mining gold, so they're trying to master the environment around them. They're trying to master the earth and what it has to offer. John Thornton is trying to carve his way through the Klondike and master things by getting a lot of gold. Right. We're also we're logging, we're taking down trees, we're using natural resources. So they're trying to master their environment. So that's the reason that they're treating dogs like commodities, like things that should be bought and sold and traded as a natural resource, and they're not really considering dogs to be these living beings. They're really just things that are meant to be used. And that's kind of what people are doing on the Klondike too. They're mastering the environment by putting dogs on these sleds. They're disciplining them, and they're charting their way across the Klondike. And it's all about this, right? It's all about the gold. So you see other characters from the book like Hal and Charles and Mercedes. They're trying to use their financial wealth to try and master the situation that they're in. They're trying to use the money that they have at their disposal to kind of overtake this place that they're in, to try and increase their wealth. So there's a lot of pursuit of mastery that's going on in the human world too. Dogs over dogs, but also humans over dogs. And so Buck is trying to really just master the things that are around him, dog-wise, while other humans are trying to master him. And he's also trying to master himself. He's trying to make it so that he can survive in this area, and a lot of that has to come down to him being this wolf instead of this domesticated dog that he was at Judge Fuller's. So, man's will to master nature kind of stifles Buck's own inner drive to dominate. All right, we just talked about that a second ago. So he's got this inner drive to dominate things, but man is constantly trying to be his master. He's trying to be master of the sled dog team. He overthrows Spitz. He gets in the lead role. He becomes the master to these other dogs right here. But there's a constant struggle going on between him and the humans, right? He can't fully assert his mastery until he flagrantly, until he really, like, outwardly defies this law of club and fang. And you can see that when he attacks the character Yeehats. All right, in doing so, Buck overturns man's dominance over dog, and he gains some autonomy. That means he gains some independence. All right, so he eventually gains this independence from man's mastery, and he's able to roam freely as the leader of a wild wolf pack. Right, so he comes all this way and he's got to fight a bunch of different forces. Right, he comes from Judge Miller's. He's stolen, he's sold, he's beaten, he's made to join this team, he's challenged by dogs, he defeats the dogs that are against him, he ends up attacking another human, and now he finally gains his independence at the end of the book when he roams with these wolves and he becomes the leader of that wild pack. So he fully realizes himself as a dog and his own potential by the end of the book. But this pursuit of mastery goes all throughout the book, and it's a very important theme that we have to remember when we're reading this. Okay? Make sure you take the quiz inside the folder and submit it, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.